What's up everyone, and welcome back. Today's video is part 5 to the Color This Jeep vinyl wrap project, and hopefully you've all been following along in this project and had the opportunity to submit your vote on what color each panel of this Jeep is going to be, because today we are actually going to surpass the halfway mark of this project, and by the end of this video we'll have wrapped just over 50% of the panels on this Jeep. That means you are running out of opportunities to submit your vote on this project to have the opportunity to have your name put on this Jeep. On today's video, similar to the other videos we've done in the past, we are going to be wrapping some more panels, and then we'll announce what panels are going to be next. The first panel that we're going to be wrapping in this video is the passenger rear window. We are not wrapping the actual window, we're just wrapping the white frame around it. The color that was selected for this panel is green. And the lucky person's name who was selected to be put on this panel is Queen J. Laz. The next panel that we're going to be wrapping is the windshield frame and front cowl section. Even though the front cowl section is actually 3 different pieces, we have considered it to be one piece and combined it with the windshield because, for me, design-wise, I didn't think it would make sense or look good if these 3 sections were all different colors, so we decided to just keep them one color. The color that was chosen for this panel is yellow, and the lucky person that was chosen to have their name put on this section is Majestic Ruby _Jeep. The third panel that we're going to be wrapping in today's video is the passenger rear fender. And funny enough, the color that was chosen for this panel is the exact same as the passenger rear window. So this panel is actually going to be green. The person's name who was chosen for this panel was Will _Elder 09. And the last panel that we're going to be wrapping on this video is the driver's side rear fender. This one is actually going to be a different color, and the color that was chosen for this one is blue. And the lucky person that was chosen to have their name put on this panel was Nova Wayne 7. So guys, at this time, I'm going to dive into prepping and wrapping some of these panels, but obviously I'm not going to finish it today because it is actually the end of the day, most likely, and hopefully I'll end up finishing this tomorrow. Once we got all those panels wrapped, I'll then come back and announce what panels we're going to be doing next. And I have a little bit of a surprise that I'm going to be adding to the next poll, but I'm not going to tell you guys that right now. You're going to actually have to wait to find out that at the end of this video. So guys, at this time, let's just dive right into the time lapse of me wrapping all 4 of these panels.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. the sun rays, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
And we're back. As you can see, we finished wrapping the 4 panels, and I was actually able to complete the wrapping process in 1 full day. But as you can see in the time lapse, I ended up finishing the last panel late last night. Wrapping these 4 panels was fairly straightforward. There was a few challenges, and there were some things I learned from it. I thought the windshield was actually going to be a bit challenging, but that actually turned out to be fairly straightforward. The things that were a little bit challenging were the rear fenders. And unfortunately, I have a feeling I actually might end up having to rewrap the driver's side rear fender because the blue vinyl wrap doesn't seem to be sticking that great, and it will probably lift over time. This is just part of the process and learning how to vinyl wrap. Sometimes you just make some minor mistakes, you stretch a little too hard, you don't prep it well, and then the vinyl just doesn't want to cooperate. All it means is that possibly in the very near future, I'm gonna have to rewrap that fender. Not really a big deal. It actually gives me a little bit more practice to get better and better. Now that we've finished wrapping these 4 panels, it's time to announce what panels you're gonna be voting on next. The 2 panels that you're gonna be voting on for the next part of this project are the hood and the rear window frame. For the hood, we're actually gonna be doing something a little bit custom when we go ahead and vinyl wrap. What we're gonna do is we're actually going to put a black satin panel on the inside of the hood. So when you're voting, you're only gonna be voting on the outside frame of the hood. That is gonna be the colored section. I've seen this done before on Rebels, Gladiator, and JL, and I loved the look because it tied really nice into this cowl piece right here. And because I have the Sky One Touch hardtop, the lines are gonna really blend in really nice. Because we are wrapping the hood, this is where my little addition to the pole is gonna come into play. We are gonna be removing this Rubicon label, which means it's time to figure out what name we're gonna put on this Jeep. So in the poll, I'm actually gonna put an additional question where you can actually vote on what name you want this Jeep to be. I have 3 directions for this project, but there's gonna be more than 3 options there, but they're gonna be 3 different themes. The first one is to stick with the Harlequin-inspired Jeep. So I have a few Harlequin related names that are gonna be there. The second theme or direction is gonna be for Lego. So that is an idea that someone presented me and I actually kind of liked it. So I'm gonna have a few names relating to that. And the last theme is an idea that someone recently presented to me, which I thought was really cool, is the idea of a Rubik's Cube. So surprisingly, all the colors that I'm using on this Jeep right now at this moment are actually on the Rubik's Cube. So this is a really cool idea and it kind of ties into the Rubicon name. So I kind of liked it. So I'm going to put some options there. If we do end up going with the Rubik's Cube idea, one thing I'm going to actually have to do is keep some white panels on this. So what that means is that possibly if we go with the Rubik's Cube idea, this project will actually be coming to an end a little bit sooner than planned. But that's okay because I really do like that direction. But the direction and the idea is actually gonna come up to you guys. So while you are voting on what colors to choose for this Jeep, also go ahead and vote on what name you want for this Jeep. To submit your votes is gonna be the exact same as what we did in the previous part. All you have to do is click on the link above or the link below, which will take you to the SurveyMonkey poll and you can submit your votes. Also want to remind you guys that we are still running the giveaway for the Rival hood struts and the $100 Amazon gift card. Make sure to click on the link below, which will take you to the Instagram post where you can submit your entry to be entered into that draw. So guys, I do want to thank you all for participating in this project because this project is really starting to come together and it would not be possible without you guys submitting your votes. If you guys have any questions or comments about this video or what I've done, feel free to post it below. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Keep evolving, and we'll see you guys on the next video.